Hello friends, we are going to study mesh analysis, and in mesh analysis we will understand the procedure of mesh analysis and how to solve any current or any voltage. Coming to the point, first we will discuss here that the mesh analysis we are going to apply, it is only applicable for planar network. But not in the case of nodal analysis. In nodal analysis, whatever the circuit is in plane or not in plane, we can apply the nodal analysis. But in case of mesh analysis, we have to check every time that whether our circuit is planar or not. And planar means we can draw our circuit without any crossover on plane. That is, we can understand with few examples. This is your planar circuit. This is your state planar. You can see here that this resistor cross this, but if we can represent it carefully, then we can also draw this, like we have to connect these 2 points through a resistor. So this also is your what? Planar. If you are discussing about non-planar, it means we cannot draw on plane, simple plane. So what will be the non-planar? Let us assume we have one cube. We cannot draw a cube on simple plane. So this is your non-planar, and we cannot apply mesh analysis on non-planar circuit. Here is the circuit I am taking. From this circuit, I will explain the total procedure of mesh analysis. So, first of all, in any circuit, we will find out how many number of meshes are present in the circuit. So here, how many meshes are present? This is 1, this is 2, this is your 3. We can take 3 meshes here, 1, 2 and 3. And we know the definition of mesh. Mesh is the special form of loop, special form of closed loop in which there will be no other loop. So here is total number of mesh in this circuit is 3. So in this circuit we will assign current for each mesh. This I1, I2, I3, and we can assign here the direction of current whatever direction we want to. So I1, I2 and I3 here. And then we will apply KVL in first mesh, KVL in second mesh and KVL in third mesh. By this process we can calculate the mesh current. I have written here, first one is identify total number of mesh in given circuit. So 3, total number of mesh is equal to how much? 3. Next point is assign the current direction for each mesh. I have assigned here I1, I2 and I3. Irrespective of direction of current, the final result will not affect. Third one is develop KVL equation for each mesh. Fourth one is by using KVL equation we can find out the mesh current. So what I am going to do is to I'm going to write the KVL equation for these first and these second. So first one will be, if the current entering in the resistance is that is your at higher potential and the current leaving is your negative potential, we have assigned the current direction is this, so the current flowing plus minus, we are applying here mesh analysis to find out the current in any branch. Here we want to calculate the value of I through mesh analysis. So this is few procedure we have to follow. The first one is, in any given circuit we have to find out the total number of meshes. Meshes I have discussed in the previous lecture. Mesh is the special form of loop in which there will be no another closed loop. So how many number of meshes here? 3 meshes are here. The first one is to identify total number of meshes in the given circuit. And the second one is assign current direction for each mesh, whatever you want. So I am assigning I1, I2 and I3. After assigning the current direction, we can apply KVL for each mesh. We will apply KVL for here, we will apply KVL for here, we will apply KVL for here, and after applying the KVL we can calculate the required value, whether the current is asking I, so we have to write the 3 equation, then we can calculate easily, and we can understand this through one example. Let us assume we have this example and we have to calculate the current in 3 ohm resistor. So I will solve it by 2 methods on the basis of direction of current. So here I am just directly taking first step. The first step is what? Identify total number of mesh in the given circuit. So here total number of mesh is 2. The next step is assign the current direction for each mesh. So I can assign as I want. I am assigning this I1 and this is your what? I2. And then next step is to write the KVL equation for each mesh. So I am writing for the first mesh in mesh number 1. In mesh number 1, what I will write? We know that the current entering is at higher potential and current leaving is at lower potential. In this 6 ohm resistor, only current I1 is flowing. In 42 volt, I1 is flowing, but in 3 ohm resistor, I1 and I2 both are flowing, and the direction of I1 and I2 are opposite. So how we will assign the sign? It is very important to understand. So in mesh 1, what I will write? The KVL. And one thing we have to keep in mind, whatever the mesh we are taking, and in that whatever the current is, if we are applying this as KVL, then IL will be dominant. IL will be dominant means the KVL will be written as according to the I1, means I1 is greater than I2. In other way, we can say that if we are applying KVL, it means I1 is greater than I2, and if we are applying KVL in mesh number 2, then I2 will be greater than I1, simply. So applying KVL here, this is your minus and plus. We are traveling from minus to plus. It means your plus 42. You can take minus whatever you want. And this plus to minus, then minus 6 I1. Then again, this is 3. And is this 3 ohm resistor? 2 currents are flowing. I1 and I2. And we will be taking I1 greater than I2 when we are applying KVL in mesh number 1. So when we will be taking I1 greater than I2, then plus will be here and minus will be here. So plus 2 minus 3, and we are assuming I1 greater than I2. So I1 minus I2 is equal to 0. This is your for mesh number 1. In mesh number 2, we will apply the KVL. Then I have told you, when we will apply the KVL in mesh number 2, then the current direction will be greater than this I1. We will take, okay, then the plus will be here, the current direction is here this way, so the I2 greater than I1, so we will assign the sign positive or negative on the basis of I2 greater than I1. When the I2 greater than I1, then current will be like this, then the plus sign will be here and minus sign will be here, and we are applying here plus 2 minus, it means minus 3 I2 minus I1 plus 2 minus 4 I2 plus 10 is equal to 0. So we have two equations, and now we have to solve the two equations for calculating the value of I1 and I2. It is minus 6 I1 minus 3 I1 minus 9 I1 plus 3 I2 is equal to minus of 42. We will divide by minus 3, then that will be equal to 3 I1 minus I2 is equal to 14. This is equation number 1, and this is equation number 2. I will write here minus 3 I1 plus 3 I1 minus 7 I2 will be equal to minus of 10. This is equation number 2. Now we have to solve the equation number 1 and 2. So I am writing here 3 I1 minus 7 I2 is equal to minus of 10, and I will just subtract minus plus plus, this cancel out, 6 plus 6 I2 is equal to 24, and the value of I2 is coming to be 4 ampere. The value of I2 is 4 ampere. I am putting this value in this equation. 3 I1 minus I2 means 4 is equal to 14. It means 3 I1 is equal to 18. So I1 value is coming to be 6 ampere. So I1 is 6 ampere and I2 is 4 ampere in this circuit. So we have to take care of the sign of the current. So whatever sign we have been assigned, now it will be changed, and we will assign the direction on the basis of actual current whatever we are getting through this equation. The I1 value is right downward, and that is your 6 ampere, and I2 is upward 4 ampere. Then I1 minus I2 will be what? 2 ampere, and the I1 is dominant, that is 6 greater than 4 ampere. It means the value of current in 3 ohm resistor will be 2 ampere. Right now we have discussed the method number 1, and here we will be discussing method number 2 when we are assigning the current direction in a different way. Like previously I assigned the current direction I1 and I2 this way, but right now I'll change the direction of mesh number 2, and that I am doing to this way. This is your I1 and this is your I2. It means the current flowing in 3 ohm resistor is I1 plus I2. Both current is flowing right downwards, so I1 plus I2. And this time the writing the KVL equation will be very easy for both the meshes. In mesh number 1, if there is no difference of current, there is no I1 minus I2 or I2 minus I1, then there we need not to worry about the direction. Simply we have to write, because plus minus for both the meshes. So in mesh 1, minus to plus is plus 42 minus 6 I1 minus 3 plus minus 3 I1 plus I2 is equal to 0. We can write easily minus 6 I1 minus 3 I1 minus 9 I1 minus 3 I2 is equal to minus of 42. We are dividing by minus 3. 3 I1 plus I2 is equal to 14. This is equation number 2. And next we are applying KVL in mesh number 2. In mesh number, I am writing here, in mesh number 2, we can apply from anywhere. So plus minus minus 10, again plus minus minus 10 minus 4 I2 minus 3 here I1 plus I2 is equal to 0. So writing here minus 3 I1 and next minus 4 I2 minus 3 minus 7 I2 is equal to 10. So we have these two equations, 3 I1 plus 7 I2 is equal to minus of 10. Now we have to solve these two equations. 3 I1 plus I2 is equal to 14 and 3 I1 plus 7 I2 is equal to minus of 10. I'm just dividing minus plus. This cancel out and this will be your minus 6 of I2 is equal to what? 14 plus 10 is equal to 24. So the value of I2 is coming to be what? Minus 4 ampere, and the value of I1 we can calculate from here. 3I1 minus 4 is equal to 14. So the 3I1 will be how much? 18. So the I1 value will be what? 6 ampere. So what we have to calculate the current in 3 ohm resistor. So we calculated I1 is 6 ampere downwards. Let us assume we have this 3 ohm. I1 is 6 ampere downward, and I2 we also consider downwards. I2 also consider downwards, but it is coming to be minus 4. What does it means? It means minus 4 is flowing downward. If you are talking about the positive sense, then 4 ampere is flowing through upward. Then again the current will be in 3 ampere is 6 minus 4 and 6 is dominant, so 2 ampere downwards. So it is the solution. We compare both the way. We know that we can assign any current direction in mesh analysis. We are understanding the mesh analysis with the example given in figure. In this question, find out the current in 12 ohm resistor. The value of I we have to calculate through mesh analysis, in which we have to find out the current in 12 ohm resistor. So step number 1 is find out total number of mesh in the given circuit. So here total number of mesh in the given circuit is 3, and next we will assign the current direction in each mesh. I am assigning here, this is your I1, this is your I3, and this is your I2. We have discussed earlier the current direction will not affect the final solution, but we have to keep in mind our KVL equation should be perfect. So we will apply KVL equation. Next is applying KVL equation. So we will apply KVL equation in mesh number 1, correspondingly in case number 2, correspondingly in mesh number 3. So in mesh number 1, this is minus plus, so plus 100. In 14 ohm resistor there are two currents flowing, I1 and I3, and we are applying KVL in mesh number 1. So I1 would be greater than I3, so the current direction will be like this, and the voltage drop plus sign will be here and minus sign will be here, and minus plus 100, again plus to minus 14, I1 minus I3, in this plus minus 2, I1 minus I2 is equal to 0. So this is equation number 1. I am simplifying here. Minus 14 I1 minus 16 I1 plus 2 I2 plus 14 I3 is equal to minus of 100. We can divide by minus 2. 8 I1 minus I2 minus 7 I3 is equal to 50. This will be your equation number 1. Now we will apply the KVL in mesh number 2. So in mesh number 2. In mesh number 2, we can start from here. If we are applying the KVL in mesh number 2, then we will be assuming I2 greater than I1, then the plus sign will be here and minus sign will be here. Minus 2, we are starting from here. Minus 2, I2 minus I1. Again, plus minus minus 1. What? I2 minus I3 minus 40 is equal to 0. Here we can simplify. Plus 2I1, I2 minus 2I2 minus 1 minus 3I2 plus I3 is equal to 40. This is your equation number 2. And here we will applying KVL in mesh number 3. Starting from anywhere, if we are applying KVL in mesh number 3, then the value of I3 will be greater than I1 and I2. So plus minus and plus minus. So plus minus minus 14 I3 minus I1. Here minus 12 I3. Again plus minus minus 1 I3 minus I2 is equal to 0. We can simplify. Plus 14 I1 plus I2 minus 14 I3 minus 12 I3. This is minus 26 minus 27. Minus 27 I3 will be equal to 0. We have 3 equations, and now we want to calculate the value of I3. While solving I1, I2 and I3, we can easily conclude here the value of I3 will come as to be 5 ampere. So this is how we will apply the KVL in all the meshes. We are going to understand this question with short tricks. While applying short tricks, we have to consider the current term I1. Using mesh analysis in mesh number 1, the resistance associated with current number I1 means the I1 current is flowing in 14 ohm as well as 2 ohm, and we are taking mesh number 1. So I1 will be positive, means 14 plus 2, 16 I1 minus 2 I2 minus 14 I3 is equal to, we will see the current is flowing in what direction. Current is flowing from negative to positive, then it would be written as 100. So from here we can say that if we will divide by 2, then we will be getting this equation. 8 I1 minus I2 minus 7 I3 is equal to 50. And in mesh number 2, we can see here, apply in mesh number 2. First I will write I1, and I1 will be negative because this is mesh number 2. So I1, 2 ohm is associated with I1, so minus 2 I1 minus 2 I1 plus 2 plus 1 3 I2 plus 3 I2 minus 1 into I3 is equal to, current is flowing from positive to negative, so that will be equal to minus of 40. What does it means? If we will be multiplying minus, then 2 I1 minus 3 I2 plus I3 is equal to 40 here. And in mesh number 3, directly we can write here minus 14 I1 minus 14 I1 minus 1 I2 plus 14 plus 12 plus 1, 27 I3, and there is no voltage source here, that will be equal to 0. So if you will be multiplying -1, then that will be converting to this 14 I1 plus I2 minus 27 I3 is equal to 0. So these three equation we got with the whole process, but here we can get this equation by short trick method, and while solving equation number 1, 2 and 3, we can get the desired answer, that is I is equal to 5 ampere. Value of V with the help of nodal as well as mesh analysis. First I will solve this V with the help of nodal analysis. See here guys, I will again repeat the process and then solve it. First of all, if we are doing nodal analysis, then we have to take care of principal node. There are 4 principal node present in this circuit, 1, 2, 3 and 4, in which one principal node we have to take is reference voltage. Reference voltage means V reference, and that will be equal to 0, and remaining 3 non-reference node we will assign the voltage here, and we can see from here that if this is 0 volt and there is no resistance in between them, so this will be your 10 volt, and this is your V1 and this is your V2, and we can apply KCL at node number 1 and node number 2. We do not need to apply KCL on this because this 10 volt we appeared from this. So we will be taking random current direction, this I1, this I2, this I3, this I4, and this has been written 2 ampere. So at node number 1, this is your node number 1 and this is number 2. At node number 1, all the currents we have been taking is outgoing, so I1 plus I2 plus I3 is equal to 0, and I1 will be written as what? Now I will be neglecting the V reference, I will be writing that directly. I1 will be equal to what? I1 will be V1 upon 1, V1 minus 0 upon 1, plus the value of I2 is equal to V1 minus 10 upon 1, V1 minus 10 upon 1, plus value of I3 is equal to V1 minus V2 upon 1, that will be equal to what? 0. So here we can see that 3V1 minus V2 is equal to 10. This is equation number 1. And again at node number 2, we can see at node number 2 the current incoming I2, I3 and I4, all the 3 currents are incoming currents. So while applying KCL, 2 plus I3 plus I4 is equal to 0, and from here 2 plus with the value of I3 is equal to V1 minus V2 upon 1, V1 minus V2 upon 1, plus the value of I4 is equal to 10 minus V2 upon 2. 10 minus V2 upon 2 is equal to 0. We are multiplying in the whole equation with 2. 4 plus 2V1 minus 2V2 plus 10 minus V2 is equal to 0. What we are getting? 2V1. Only 2V1 and minus 2V2 minus V2 means minus 3. Minus 3V2 and 10 plus 4 will be equal to minus 14. So we have 2 equation. Now we have to solve these 2 and then we can find out the value of V. We have discussed this question with the help of nodal analysis. Now we are going to discuss this question with the help of mesh analysis. So the procedure is, the first step is to find out the total number of meshes in the given circuit. So there is 3 number of meshes in the given circuit. Now the next is assign the current direction. I am assigning this as I1, this as I2 and this as I3. in the second mesh we can say that the value of I2 is directly how much? Minus 2 ampere, because the current source is 2 ampere in this direction towards V2 and the I2 is just opposite of that. So whatever we are assuming I2 is, that is equal to minus 2 ampere. And the next we will be applying KVL in mesh number 1, or we will apply the short tricks. What is the short tricks? We are writing I1, then 1 plus 1, 2 I1 minus I2 minus I3 is equal to, the current is going in voltage source from minus to plus, that will be coming to plus 10. Putting the value of I2 here, 2 I1 minus of minus 2 minus I3 is equal to 10. So 2 I1 minus I3 is equal to 8. This is equation number 1. And in mesh number 2, this number 3, 2 we have calculated here, I2 is equal to minus 2 ampere, and is mesh number 3 we are applying shortcut here. So minus of 1 into I1 minus 1 into I2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 4 into I3 is equal to 0. So here minus I1 minus of minus 2 plus 4 I3 is equal to 0. Here minus I1 plus 4 I3 is equal to minus 2. So I1 minus 4 I3 is equal to 2. These two equations we have to solve, and if we are calculating the value of V, then we have to focus on value of I3. So from 1 and 2 we will find out the value of I3. So equation number 1 minus 2 into equation number 2 will give, equation number 1 is 2 I1 minus I3 is equal to 8, and 2 into I1 minus 8 into I3 is equal to 4. And subtraction, minus plus minus, this is cancel out, and this is minus 8 I3 minus 1, this is 7 I3 is equal to 4. So the value of I3 comes 4 by 7. The value of I3 comes 4 by 7 ampere. If we want to calculate this value V, and we know the value of current is equal to 4 by 7, then directly we can write here V is equal to 4 by 7 means I3 into 2, and that will be coming to 8 by 7. So 8 by 7 volt, we have calculated the value of V is equal to 8 by 7 with the help of both the method, previously from nodal analysis and right now with the help of mesh analysis.